Yo, what's going on, guys? Today we are talking about the big upset. Honestly, probably the biggest upset on the UFC card. Mike Breeden finishing Anshul Jubli in the third round. Personally, I thought Anshul, how to say Jolby. At first, I thought Jolby was winning the first two rounds. Even after I just got done rewatching that fight, I still thought Jolby won that first. I thought it was a little close, but I thought Jolby won it. And I thought the second round, absolutely Jolby won. Almost finished him very early in that second round. And then something changed where the corner told Breeden, go out there, put it on him, don't let him off the hook, and just let your hands go. And something that was really surprising to me is as soon as Jolby wasn't having success, it seemed like he started to gas a little bit, and he seemed like Breeden got in his head. Because it really wasn't a whole big thing of like Breeden landed a big shot, dropped him, and he couldn't really recover, because it started before that. It started when Breeden was kind of taunting him. It seemed like Jolby really couldn't recover or could not get out of his head about Breeden, yelling at him. So that was a little telling to me. And at 28 years old, he's definitely not done. He looked good in this matchup early. He just fell to the big mind games of Mike Breeden. Now, where does this put Mike Breeden? I don't really think it puts him anywhere very crazy. Does it keep his job with the UFC? Absolutely. And we all need to give it to Breeden. Breeden, whether you thought Breeden was going to win this matchup, which I don't know why anybody was going to think that, because whether you think Jolby isn't great, Breeden has shown us zero things besides a third round of Natan Levy. And even that, he didn't look great, but he did show us something in the third round. Of course, now it's a third round finish for him in this one. But that's the only time or anything that Breeden has looked decent. Hernandez got whooped. Terrence McKinney got whooped. And he wasn't looking great in the first couple of rounds when he fought Natan Levy. So there wasn't much there to pick besides just saying and not believing the hype of Jolby. In reality, there was a reason why Jolby was a minus 270 and Breeden was a plus 220. Again, in hindsight, it's easy to say that. We know the result of what happened. And no one was discounting the power of Breeden. The issue is Breeden hasn't looked good in the UFC. We've seen his power before. We've seen his fights before this. We all understand what his ability, what he was able to do. So that was a very interesting thing for me to go and watch and see that fight live. And again, where does this put Breeden? I don't really know, because he's 34 years old. He's the 134th lightweight in the UFC. So, I'm going to take a second. I'm going to look at these rankings. And before we get out of here, we're going to talk about what could possibly be next for Mike Breeden. He's 134 at this moment. He's probably going to go up. I would assume he's going to go up. And it's a really hard spot to put him, because who do you put him against next? Realistically, you could do Alex Munoz, who didn't really look great against Carl Deaton. Did not look very good, I didn't think. Some people might disagree with that, but all right. Another guy you could put him against. Let's see, get out of freaking Bellator's crap. I don't even know why that's there. But you could put him against, he's not here anymore, but Trey Ogden. I believe they might train together, so you don't want to do that. But Nicholas Moda, that could be a good one. Kurt Holloway, that could be a good one. Actually, that would be the fight I would do. Or Trevor Peek. Chris Gutzmacher, he hasn't fought since 2021, but probably Trevor Peek or Kurt Holloway could be the fight I could see for Mike Breeden coming up next. And he's wants to fight, he wants to continue to fight, he wants to stay active, all of these things. So again, there are things to like there, but he's 34 years old. Let's be honest, there's not much there. Great comeback win for Breeden, absolutely, for sure. But who has a bigger future right now? Probably Jolby. 28 years old, only 7-1. Only his second biggest opponent in experience-wise. But all the props go to Mike Breeden for sure. Great job, great performance. Let's see what's next from Mike Breeden. As always, guys, thank you guys so much. Let me know down in the comment section, how did you feel about his performance? What did you think about everything that was going on in the fight, all these things? Did you think he was going to get finished in that second round? Honestly. As always, guys, thank you guys so much. Peace.